couple of weeks in preparing for today, for this experience, I've met so many authors. And these ladies, they are channeling their experiences into writing. And if that's your talent, then it's one of the ways to go.
Right.
Who could make a guess for me about the A? Who wants to make a guess at the A in E.S.C.A.P.E? Yes?
Active.
Get active. Well, that's the one I had with the stay busy. Appearance. Very, very close. Extremely close. What are you guessing? What is it? Ambition. Well, it is right in the realm, and remember the sessions are very connected. So it's right in the realm of what we were talking about earlier. To analyze, assess, and accept yourself. It is very important to analyze, assess, and then accept yourself. So be aware of who you are. Sometimes we get caught up in these stories. We're too fat, too skinny, too short, lips too big. And you know how many times without success I hold my nose trying to, thinking that at the end of that it will become straight. An impossible task. Take stock and give yourself room to figure out what makes you that unique and that awesome person. Because if you do find yourself in a relationship soon, it will be important, you'll find that it's very important that if you're not happy with yourself first, you won't be happy in that relationship. So those of us who are looking for a manny, you know, Trisha, thanks for that term. I'm looking for a man with money. I usually say to my single friends when they say they're trying to find a husband, I say, no, you're not looking for a husband because a husband is already married. So I know exactly what to tell them to look for now. I will be telling them to look for a man with money. I move quickly in terms of escape with the final E, which requires that you engage you.
Oh, there's no P in it.
Oh Lord. And you're paying attention. Give yourselves a round of applause. Excellent, ladies and boys. The P have the most important facets, you know, because that's when we plan, prepare, and pray.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. As you live in your purpose, it's important that we plan, prepare, and pray. The Bible reminds us to continually ask God to fill us with the knowledge of His will through wisdom and understanding that the Spirit gives all of us. So it is important for us to focus on the P. Engage you is the E. Sadly, too many single sisters compromise their standards and sacrifice their dignity in the desperate pursuit of that relationship. You know what I'm talking about? Isn't it because sometimes we're made to feel like singleness is a disability or a disease? When people say, what happened to you? And you stop to wonder, is what wrong with me? Well, ladies, nothing wrong with you. It is important that we understand. Let us not be constrained and stifled and bounded by this idea of being single and lonely. Even as you empower others and stay busy and cultivate your creative side and assess and analyze yourself, and you plan, prepare, and pray, and you engage you, even as you escape the negative notions of being single, you really can't help sometimes to think about it, eh? One of the best bits of advice, though, has been given to me by my mom. And a Jamaican mom, you know she's going to tell you in a different way, but I'll encapsulate it in one sentence. She said, your job is not to hunt for a man. Your job is to interview the ones who come along to see if they are worthy of you. So stay in your womanhood and stop trying to find someone. So my sisters, we shouldn't be too preoccupied with the desire to couple up to the point that we become obsessed with finding that significant other, that we lose touch of those powerful relationships that are around us. The relationship with our sisters, the relationship with our friends, the relationship with our colleagues. Those are equally important. My hope is that when you leave here, you will customize my cocktail of items that I've presented that will cause you to escape this feeling of loneliness. Some may choose to, some of you out of here will eventually go on and find your money. And some of you may continue to remain hopeful that one day you will be that bride. Some of you may choose to stop. You may be at that time in your single life that you stop even harboring the thought. Just live. It's important. Even if you stop harboring the thought, what is important for you to do? Just live. What is it important for us to do? Just live. My wish for you is what I want for myself. That despite what life brings, every day when we wake up, we can say a prayer of gratitude for those relationships outside that one relationship that we seem to be looking for. The relationship with our friends, our family, our church, our work colleagues. That even in times of sadness, we can say with certainty, and I want you to say it with me, I'm single but I'm not lonely.
I'm single but I'm not lonely.
If it applies to you, that is, I'm single.
Single.
One more time, and let's fill this area. I'm single, but I'm not lonely. Thank you very much, ladies.